The U.S. cattle industry is facing historic challenges, with cattle numbers at a 70-year low due to droughts and rising costs, yet it remains a vital part of American life. This documentary follows the journey from pasture to product, showing their dedication and the modern methods that keep the industry strong. First, we visit the open pastures of Texas, where ranching is a proud tradition passed down through families. Calves graze on grass for 6 to 12 months, building strength in wide fields. Rancher Steve Lucy, a fifth-generation cattleman, says, "We've seen ups and downs, but every day we care for our herds like family." Many calves then move to pens for closer monitoring. These pens have clean bedding, fresh water, and starter grain. Ranchers feed young calves warm milk through bottles or automated systems at regular times to prevent health issues and ensure growth. Pens are cleaned daily with proper airflow to keep calves healthy. Ranchers check weight and behavior, catching problems early. This care is crucial, especially with fewer cattle today, only 3.4 million beef cows nationwide, down from 4.5 million before 2003. Despite this, ranchers focus on quality, producing larger, healthier calves to meet demand. From there, we see how cattle are identified using freeze branding, common in states like Wyoming. Copper irons are chilled in dry ice and alcohol for 15 to 30 minutes. The calf's hide is shaved, brushed, and sprayed with alcohol. The iron is pressed for about 50 seconds, turning the hair white for a permanent mark. Show close-ups of the white mark on a dark coat to highlight this humane method. It causes no bleeding or wounds, unlike hot branding, preserving the hide's value and making herd tracking easier. This helps ranchers like Lucy manage their smaller herds efficiently, especially as high feed costs from Great Plains droughts add pressure. Next, we explore meat processing in facilities in states like Nebraska. Show workers in clean uniforms using modern tools to emphasize professionalism and hygiene. Cattle are guided into chutes to stay calm, then stunned with mechanical tools to ensure no pain, following the U.S. Humane Slaughter Act. They are bled quickly, and carcasses move on conveyors to a splitting station. The Jarvis Buster bandsaw, processing up to 180 carcasses per hour, cuts through the spine for even halves. Its stainless steel design is clean between uses for safety. Air-powered tools remove hides without damaging meat, which is cooled for 24 hours before cutting into retail portions. The hides are salted for leather production, with beef prices at a record $5.98 per pound for ground beef in May 2025 due to low cattle supply. These efficient methods help meet strong consumer demand while keeping quality high. Then we follow the hides to tanneries in Texas. Show a worker's hands smoothing leather to highlight craftsmanship. Hides are soaked to remove dirt and salt, then treated with lime to loosen hair. Workers scrape off flesh and trim edges. The hides are split, with the top layer becoming durable top-grain leather. Tanning with chrome preserves them, creating wet blue leather. Colors are mixed carefully to match shades for products like shoes. Hides are adjusted to 0.2 millimeters thick, checked for defects, and dried on heated plates and frames to keep their shape. They are dyed, treated for softness, embossed with patterns, and pressed for a shiny finish. A final lab test ensures quality before packing. This process turns hides into valuable goods, supporting jobs despite industry challenges. Finally, the cattle industry's legacy endures through ranchers' resilience. With cattle numbers at their lowest since the 1950s, ranchers like Lucy face high feed costs and market swings, but remain committed. We're rebuilding herds, but it'll take time, maybe by 2026, says Nate Rempe, CEO of Omaha Steaks. The industry supports over 1 million jobs, producing high-quality beef, 85% of cattle-grade choice or prime, and leather for everyday items. Following strict USDA rules, it balances tradition with technology, sustaining communities from small ranches to large plants. The next time you enjoy a steak or wear a leather belt, you'll appreciate the rancher's hard work behind it. For more details, visit USDA Resources. Australia's livestock industry is one of the largest in the world. With an estimated cattle population of 29.9 million as of recent figures. Typical cattle farms span massive areas, such as a ranch 600 kilometers from Darwin, managing up to 81,000 cattle across 1.3 million acres. These expansive operations leverage modern technologies like helicopters and drones for efficiency. Experts see a promising future for Australia's cattle industry, citing its ability to adapt to challenges such as climate variability and growing global demand for beef. With investments in precision agriculture and sustainable practices, Australia is poised to maintain its leadership in the global livestock market. Herding cows from pasture to gathering areas using traditional methods such as on horseback or by foot, has been a long-standing practice in the agricultural world. While these methods are often romanticized in farming documentaries, they require significant labor and time, making them less efficient for large-scale operations. On a typical ranch, it might take a team of 20 people several days to complete a task that modern technology can achieve in hours. However, traditional herding allows for closer observation of individual animals, which can be advantageous for spotting health issues. Unlike operations on a pig's farm, which often involve smaller, enclosed spaces, cattle ranching demands strategies that adapt to open, rugged terrain. While valued for preserving tradition in the farming documentary, this method struggles to keep pace with modern demands in a growing industry. In Australia, large cattle farms, particularly those in the Northern Territory near Darwin, are increasingly using helicopters and drones to manage their herds. While these technologies allow farmers to cover vast terrains and save time, completing multi-day tasks in hours, they come with notable challenges. The high cost of helicopters, often reaching hundreds of thousands of dollars, and the need for skilled pilots present barriers for smaller operations. Additionally, some farmers express concerns about the risk of accidents and the disconnection from hands-on herd management. While undeniably efficient for large-scale farms, this method sparks debate about sustainability and accessibility. What's your take? Should technological innovation prioritize efficiency over tradition and broader accessibility in cattle farming? Transporting cattle by ship is a vital component of Australia's live export industry. With significant advancements in vessel technology ensuring animal welfare and operational efficiency. Modern ships, such as the Galloway Express and Ganado Express, can transport up to 4,000 head of cattle per voyage. Utilizing state-of-the-art systems like advanced ventilation that renew air up to 45 times an hour and freshwater generators capable of producing 100 cubic meters daily. These ships comply with stringent Australian Maritime Safety Authority regulations, often exceeding global standards. Experts highlight that while shipping offers a cost-effective and large-scale transportation solution, continuous monitoring and technological improvements are essential to ensure minimal stress and mortality rates. Industry stakeholders view these investments as crucial for meeting global demand while maintaining ethical practices. In Australia, helicopters are increasingly used to transport cattle in high terrain and hard-to-reach areas, offering a practical solution where traditional methods fail. This technique, showcased in farming documentaries, allows farmers to move cattle efficiently, reducing the time needed to transport herds over rugged landscapes. A single helicopter can transport multiple cattle at once, significantly cutting down labor costs and time. However, this method is costly, with operations requiring skilled pilots and specialized equipment. Compared to operations on a pig's farm, which are more confined, helicopter transport highlights the unique challenges of large-scale cattle farming. While effective, the investment and risks involved make it suitable primarily for large or remote farms. Transporting livestock by plane is a cutting-edge method often featured in farming documentaries, highlighting its speed and efficiency for global markets. Planes designed for livestock transport offer spacious compartments with advanced ventilation and climate control, ensuring animals are comfortable during the journey. This method is particularly useful for high-value breeds or urgent shipments, where time-sensitive delivery is crucial. Unlike the limited scope of a pig's farm, where animals are usually transported short distances, aviation enables long-haul transportation across continents. However, the method comes with high costs and logistical challenges, such as strict regulations and the need for skilled handling teams. Despite these hurdles, the use of airplanes is growing in response to the increasing global demand for premium livestock. Wagyu cattle originating in Japan are deeply rooted in the nation's culture and renowned for their exceptional marbling and quality. Japanese Afive Wagyu, the highest grade praised in many farming documentaries, boasts marbling levels far exceeding that of Angus prime beef, offering unmatched tenderness and richness. Until 2012, Japanese Wagyu exports were banned, but small quantities are now available under strict quotas. In contrast, American Wagyu often results from crossbreeding Wagyu with Angus cattle, blending Japanese marbling with Angus's robust flavor. While American Wagyu is less marbled, it represents a more accessible premium option, showcasing a fusion of tradition and innovation. Wagyu cattle were first introduced to the U.S. in the late 1970s through limited imports of Japanese Wagyu breeds like Kurogi Washu. Today, American Wagyu, often crossbred with Angus cattle, can be seen in farming documentaries raised on farms spanning key regions such as Texas, Nebraska, and Idaho, where vast grazing lands and agricultural infrastructure support large-scale operations. Some U.S. Wagyu farms cover thousands of acres to ensure the cattle have stress-free environments and space for quality feeding programs. American Wagyu herds remain smaller in scale compared to traditional beef breeds, with an estimated 30,000 Wagyu-influenced cattle in the U.S., including both full-blood and crossbred lines. Feeding programs designed to replicate Japanese methods require extensive resources, with cattle consuming up to 5 tons of feed over a 600-day fattening period. These farms combine Japanese breeding techniques with American efficiencies, producing premium beef while maintaining the meticulous standards that define Wagyu. In the U.S., the process of auctioning Wagyu cattle differs significantly from Japan, reflecting adaptations to the American cattle industry. Wagyu calves, born and raised on breeder farms, are nurtured with diets rich in milk replacers and grain-based supplements to ensure optimal early development. Once these calves reach around 8 to 10 months of age and weigh approximately 500 to 600 pounds, they are sold at specialized livestock auctions. At auctions in this farming documentary, buyers, often fattening farm operators, evaluate calves based on genetic data, weight, and overall condition. Fattening farms in the U.S. are typically larger than their Japanese counterparts, leveraging extensive land and mechanized feeding systems. After successfully bidding, Wagyu cattle in the U.S. are transferred to fattening farms, where they receive meticulous care for 18 to 24 months. Each cow consumes up to 5 tons of high-energy feed during this period, comprising grains, corn, and forage, to ensure their signature marbling. Regular hoof trimming is conducted every 6 to 12 months, preventing lameness and supporting the animal's mobility during the extended fattening phase. Some farms also adopt Japanese-inspired practices like occasional massages, though these are less common in USA operations compared to Japan. In this farming documentary, the scale of these farms varies, but many operate on large acreages, accommodating hundreds of cattle at a time. Such detailed care allows farms to produce American Wagyu that fetches premium prices, with full-blood Wagyu cuts reaching $100 per pound and crossbreeds around $50 to $75 per pound, depending on marbling and quality. On American Wagyu farms, cattle are fed a carefully managed diet of grains like corn and rice straw for up to 24 months to develop marbling. While the practice of feeding beer to cows, common in Japan, is not widely used in the USA, it may occasionally be used to stimulate appetite and digestion. The focus on a high-energy diet combined with a low-stress environment helps promote intramuscular fat, creating the beef's signature tenderness. The fattening process is monitored closely, adjusting feed to ensure optimal marbling. While American Wagyu may have slightly less fat than Japanese Wagyu, the careful feeding and care still produce premium beef. The U.S. Wagyu beef market is expanding rapidly, with demand driven by its luxury reputation and rich marbling. The country now consumes a significant portion of global Wagyu beef, although Japan remains the dominant producer, with 96% of the world's Wagyu cattle residing there. The U.S. accounts for about 2% of global Wagyu beef production, largely through cross-breeding with Angus cattle. In recent years, more than 500 restaurants in the U.S. focus on Wagyu beef, and 57% of U.S. consumers buy Wagyu beef for special occasions. On the consumption side, the U.S. remains a major player, importing 80 to 90% of Australian Wagyu beef. And American-bred Wagyu beef is increasingly popular due to its affordability and high quality. This market is expected to continue to grow as more Americans embrace Wagyu beef for both everyday meals and as a premium in many farming documentaries. In Denmark, the pig farming landscape has changed dramatically, with the number of farms dropping to just 2,600 by 2021. As the number of small farms shrinks, we're seeing the rise of huge, cutting-edge operations where farmers raise multiple species, not just pigs, all under one high-tech roof. And even though farm numbers are down, the pig population hasn't budged much. 13 million pigs were still being raised across the country in 2020-21, with 3.1 million destined for pork production. Denmark has deep roots in pig farming, and pork is more than just a product. It's a point of pride. Known for exceptional quality, Danish pork is produced by farmers who are all about keeping their animals healthy and comfortable. These farms aren't just factories. They're communities of farmers committed to constant improvement in animal welfare. Modern farms take special care in designing areas for sows and piglets to improve their health, welfare, and growth. For instance, many high-tech facilities use farrowing pens with adjustable flooring that maintains an optimal temperature, often around 86 degrees Fahrenheit for piglets, while keeping the sow comfortable at a cooler temperature. These pens often feature automated feeders and waterers which provide sows with precisely measured portions, sometimes up to 6 gallons of water daily, to support milk production. In addition, advanced piglet areas now use soft bedding and heat lamps, which have been shown to reduce piglet mortality by as much as 15. And even feature creep areas where piglets can explore safely while the sow rests, ensuring both comfort and safety for the young. Automatic feeding systems on farms bring a host of benefits, making operations more efficient while improving animal health. These systems precisely measure and distribute feed according to each animal's needs, which can increase feed efficiency by up to 15 and help farmers cut down on waste. They also allow for consistent feeding schedules, which reduces stress for animals and promotes healthier growth. Additionally, automatic feeders free up labor, allowing farmers to focus more on animal welfare and other farm management tasks. The surrounding environment plays a crucial role in pigs' growth rates, as temperature, humidity, and air quality directly impact their health, comfort, and appetite. Optimal conditions help pigs maintain a stable body temperature, reducing stress and encouraging consistent feeding, which leads to better growth rates. Danish farmers use advanced ventilation and temperature control systems to keep barn environments in the ideal range, often around 68 to 77 deg for growing pigs. These systems ensure fresh air circulation, removing excess moisture and gases like ammonia that can otherwise harm respiratory health. By managing these environmental factors, Danish farmers can maintain healthier herds with improved feed efficiency and faster, more uniform growth rates. Have you ever wondered how farmers keep track of each pig's health and growth in large scale, high-tech farms? Modern farms now use smart monitoring systems that track everything from pig movement to feeding habits. Imagine sensors and cameras working 24/7, recording each pig's activity, how much they eat, how often they rest, and even how they interact with other pigs. These systems can alert farmers instantly if a pig shows unusual behavior, like eating less or moving less, which could be an early sign of illness. What's even more impressive is that some farms use AI-driven software to analyze this data. Helping farmers make quick, informed decisions to ensure each pig is healthy and thriving. Would you believe that such technology could actually boost farm productivity and animal welfare? On high-tech farms, pigs are typically ready for shipping and harvest in about 6 months, reaching a weight of about 280 pounds. The process begins with careful monitoring of their growth and health to ensure they meet quality and size standards. Once the pigs are ready, they are transported to a state-of-the-art food factory, where they are humanely handled and processed. At the food factory, advanced systems streamline the harvesting process, ensuring efficiency and compliance with safety regulations. Every step, from stunning to handling and processing, is designed to minimize stress on the animals and maximize quality. With state-of-the-art equipment, the food factory maintains high sanitation standards, further enhancing the quality of the final pork product. Ultimately, the combination of meticulous farming methods and advanced food factory technology ensures that consumers receive top-quality meat while prioritizing animal welfare. Combining livestock with agriculture, growing feed crops on site for self-sufficiency, creates a sustainable model that reduces reliance on external suppliers and transportation costs. By cultivating crops like corn, barley, or soybeans directly on the farm, farmers can produce feed that's fresher and more nutrient-rich. This closed-loop system also makes it easier to recycle livestock manure as fertilizer, enriching the soil and cutting down on synthetic fertilizers. Ultimately, this approach benefits both livestock and the environment, creating a balanced and efficient ecosystem within the farm. Danish farmers prioritize a safe and clean environment for their pigs by implementing strict disinfection and sanitation systems throughout their operation. Before entering pig barns, workers must go through biosecurity checkpoints that include foot baths filled with disinfectant to eliminate pathogens, helping to maintain a low disease risk. According to Danish agricultural authorities, nearly 90 of pig farms follow these biosecurity protocols. Utilizing advanced sanitation techniques like pressure washing and steam cleaning to regularly disinfect housing and equipment. This commitment to hygiene not only protects the pigs, but also reinforces Denmark's reputation as a leader in high-quality pork production, ensuring livestock health and welfare. Efforts to reduce carbon emissions in pig farming are gaining traction through innovative practices such as waste recycling, biogas production, and solar power. Farmers are increasingly recycling livestock manure into organic fertilizer, which cuts down on synthetic fertilizers and reduces emissions. In addition, the adoption of solar panels is becoming more widespread, with some farms reporting up to a 50% reduction in energy costs. By generating clean energy, farms can reduce their reliance on fossil fuels, which in turn reduces carbon emissions. These efforts highlight the agricultural industry's commitment to promoting sustainability in modern food plants while prioritizing environmental responsibility. By adopting smart farming practices and focusing on environmental stewardship, the industry can meet market demand while contributing to global food security and sustainability. Don't forget to subscribe to Trending Farm and turn on the notification bell to see us in more exciting cooking videos in the future. Bye.